Let's answer some of your questions about the Pullman Downtown project. Why not use trenchless piping instead of digging up the entire street? This is a very good question, and one that brings a lot of controversy along with it. There seems to be an impression around town that the city of Pullman is either unfamiliar with trenchless piping or is choosing to ignore it altogether. Which is why I was surprised to find out that Pullman actually used trenchless piping as recently as last summer. Remember that pipe that burst under the river a few months ago? Because of its unique location, this pipe had to be replaced using trenchless techniques. So it's not a matter of not knowing about the technology. City engineers have simply determined that our main street isn't an appropriate candidate. So what exactly is trenchless piping? Well, it's a broad term to describe several techniques for servicing underground utilities without having to disturb the surface. Examples include slip lining, which is when a smaller pipe is run inside of the original pipe, cured-in-place pipelining, where you add a new waterproof layer on the inside of an old failing pipe. And my personal favorite, the awesomely named pipe bursting, where you use the old pipe to install a larger and stronger pipe in the same alignment. But the misunderstanding isn't on whether or not these technologies exist. The misunderstanding here is that trenchless piping solves all of our problems and comes in under budget. Truth be told, some of the underground utilities under Main Street could be replaced using some of the trenchless techniques. But the lowest pipe, the sewer pipe at the very bottom of the stack, in some places 15 feet below street level, that's the one that we can't replace using these techniques. And so if you have to dig all the way down to take care of that one pipe, you may as well do the rest of them while you're at it. Trenchless also works really well in situations where you know exactly where every pipe is located. And in the case of Downtown Pullman, we know the general idea, but our maps are 100 years old and the surveys have never been verified. A big part of this project isn't just replacing the pipes, but also putting them in the correct location and making sure that the ground around them is made up of the correct material. This means hauling out old fill that likely contains old timber and organic matter, even some landfill material, and replacing it with environmentally appropriate drain rock and gravel, ensuring our downtown utilities are protected and our groundwater isn't polluted. Now, this is impossible to do without digging up the street. Also, despite what some have said, trenchless is not cheaper. You might find a subcontractor here or there who would claim to be price competitive, but not a single general contractor that I spoke with would vouch for this idea that Pullman would save money using this technique. It would be nice if there was some magic technology that would create underground tunnels faster, cheaper, and with no above-ground disruption. But as best as I can tell, trenchless is more expensive and has more variables for risk in our specific situation. And all these variables really aren't under our control anyway. And in different situations, I'm confident that city engineers would be open to trenchless piping if the design called for it. But you know what we can control? Whether or not we support our downtown businesses. So if you don't shop local, start today. If you already shop local, make a plan to continue this summer. Be willing to walk further, park further, and support downtown even when it's not convenient. Let's do the hard things now so that we can have a thriving downtown tomorrow. Thanks for watching.